Sarah's world shattered the day two uniformed officers appeared at her doorstep with news of her husband's death in Afghanistan. Now, alone in their bedroom, her fingers trembled as she opened his deployment laptop. Hidden deep within its files, she discovered something that made her heart stop, a message he never meant for anyone to find. When U.S. Army First Lieutenant Todd Weaver from Hampton, Virginia, was killed by an IED during his second tour in Afghanistan, the 26-year-old left behind his devoted wife Emma and their baby girl Kylie, who would be too young to remember her father. Aware that this could happen, Todd took steps to prepare for the possibility. Emma, however, wouldn't discover what he'd left behind until days after his funeral. After her husband's remains returned home, Emma was given Todd's laptop from his deployment. Grieving and overwhelmed, she didn't open the device until 2 days after the funeral, as she grappled with the loss. At the memorial service, friends and family gathered to honor Todd, contributing to the Children of Fallen Soldiers Relief Fund in his memory instead of bringing flowers. When Emma finally opened Todd's laptop, she found something that stopped her in her tracks. In that painful moment, knowing she'd never had the chance to say goodbye, she discovered that Todd had prepared something for her and their daughter in case he didn't make it home. On the desktop, she found 2 Word documents, one titled Dear Emma and the other Dear Kylie. Realizing he'd left these messages for them, Emma was overwhelmed with emotion. Todd had ensured that even in his absence, his words would reach the ones he loved most. Emma began to read the goodbye letters from her husband. Dear Emma, if you're reading this, it means I didn't make it home, and I'm no longer able to tell you in person just how much I love you. But know that I love you deeply and always will. Even though I'm not with you physically, take comfort in knowing that I'm watching over you. I'm still here in spirit, always by your side. I know this is an incredibly difficult time, but I also know how strong you are. Remember that God has a plan for us, even if we don't understand it now. One day, it may become clear. I want you to understand just how much you mean to me. I couldn't have asked for a more loving, beautiful, and caring wife. The memories we've shared over the years have been the best of my life. Though it may seem my life was cut short, I feel lucky beyond words. I married the perfect woman, we have a beautiful daughter who amazes me every day, and we even have 2 great dogs, most of the time anyway. I couldn't ask for anything more. If you ever feel sad, remember the beautiful memories we created. Look at our daughter and see her beauty and strength. Be strong for her. Tell her about me. Remind her of how much I loved her, and let her know she was my greatest joy. Her birth was the happiest day of my life, and she is the best thing that ever happened to me. Her laughter and smile are everything good and beautiful in this world. Let her know that Daddy is in heaven now, watching over her and protecting her every day. I love you, Emma, and I want you to find happiness even if it seems impossible right now. Have faith that brighter days are ahead. You and Kylie have a wonderful life waiting for you, and I'm so grateful to have been part of it. I love you always, your devoted husband, Todd. Along with this heartfelt message, Todd had also written an equally beautiful letter for his daughter, Kylie, who was only 9 months old. Though reading his words was painful, it was clear that Todd had carefully chosen them to give Emma and Kylie strength and comfort after his passing. Dear Kylie, my sweet girl, even though you may not remember me, I want you to know just how much your daddy loves you. I had to leave for Afghanistan when you were only 9 months old, and saying goodbye was the hardest thing I've ever done. You are so incredibly special to me, a true gift from God. The happiest day of my life was the day you were born. Every time you smiled, my heart would melt. You completed my life, my sweet girl. I'm so sorry I won't be there to watch you grow up, but remember, I'm not really gone. I'm in heaven now, watching over you every day with a smile. You're so lucky to have an amazing mom to care for you, so be good for her and help her whenever you can. Always say your prayers at night and be grateful for all the blessings around you. Never forget how loved and special you are to so many people. As you grow older and start school, do your best and learn all you can about this wonderful world. Be kind and caring to others, and you'll find that kindness comes back to you. When things don't go your way, Remember that God has a plan, and everything will work out in the end. You have such a bright and beautiful future ahead, my love. Enjoy every moment and know that I will always be proud of you. You are, and forever will be, my sweet girl. With all my love. Your daddy. The letters. Todd Weaver left for the two most important women in his life, his wife Emma and his young daughter Kylie, are filled with deep emotion and strength, reflecting his bravery and acceptance of the ultimate sacrifice he might face in service to his country. Emma shared on her blog A Day in the Life that though reading Todd's words was incredibly difficult, they have brought her both peace and courage. I can't imagine the courage it took to be at war, witnessing what he did daily, and still find the strength to write farewell letters to those he loved, Emma wrote. Todd's words now serve as her inspiration to face each day with the strength he showed. To keep his words close, she had each letter overlaid on meaningful photos, hers on a wedding picture, and Kylie's on a photo of Todd reading to her as a newborn. As reported by the Daily Mail, these letters now hold a prominent place on Emma's wall. Although they were written privately, she decided to share them publicly, explaining, "I thought long and hard about how significant they are and how much wisdom Todd showed at only 26 years old." Emma hopes they'll remind people of the courage it takes to serve, even for those who may not support the wars themselves, and to honor those who risk everything for their country. Lieutenant Todd Weaver was one of those courageous individuals. He lost his life leading a platoon to protect his country, a bravery and sacrifice that remain unimaginable to most. To fight in a war and write such heartfelt words to his family at such a young age is beyond what many could comprehend. Todd lived with a wisdom that many don't realize until it's too late. Always express your love because you may not have another chance.